family. How are you? Well, I am back here on the Spirit Tree Naima channel, which is now known as Mother Wisdom. So I made a few changes, in my 50s now. I don't necessarily view things the same. And you'll see as you grow older, if you don't believe me, go back to when you were 20 years old, and tell me now where you are now. Do you necessarily agree with a lot of the choices that you made? Do you view the world the same? That's what I want to say. So we're gonna start seeing things differently as we grow older. Doesn't mean that you're going through some type of midlife crisis or you got some mental disorder or personality disorder. It just means that you're constantly evolving, and as we evolve, you understand, those things that no longer suit or fit us, we're going to either make some modifications on them, or we're just going to discard them. Okay, and that's basically some of the things that we do. I said I don't want to be a pack rat like my mom. She would just always just bring a bunch of stuff in the house and hold on to it for dear life, and I just don't want to see myself going there and stuff. So I've been doing a lot of organizing in my house. I have these new organizational skills that have hit me like a ton of bricks, and I know it's my adopted mother's spirit that is with me, because she was a well organized woman. And so all of a sudden I find myself organizing things, things that I didn't necessarily do. And I find myself drawn to heirlooms and vintages and antiques. It's some things that I'm looking for now and stuff. And I know you all are participating with me. I saw where someone had a similar burgundy velvet couch or sofa like mine's, and you know who you are, and you went and bought you one too. It's okay. It's okay. I'm glad to be a beacon of light for those who are on the journey with me, and I hope that you all will give me the same. Okay, thank you. So I'm here to show you all something that may not necessarily be a part of your life or whatever, and show you something different, like where I'm at in my life. Like this grandfather clock, it's cute, but it doesn't suit me. So I told the clock man, because it's like a 1980s, he said. I told him that I want to upgrade, and he told me, he said, okay, we'll trade that one out, because I went and I found one like it looks better than that one, but this one right here is older than that one, but I really can't get the one I want. The one that I really want, that is very, very old, it was made in, well, he does have one that's old that I may get, but hang on 1 minute. It told me Instagram stopped, so I hadn't even been on Instagram, so I don't even know what that was all about. But he has a 1930s that's kind of plain that I was thinking about getting. But the ones that I would really love to have, my ceilings are not high enough, and it's like a no, it's not. It's 1800s. One is a 1700s. He has 1700s written on it. At any rate, they're like 20 grand to 13 grand, or 20 stacks to 13 stacks. That's what the young folks say now. But anyway, so I'm like, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to, because my ceilings are not high enough. And I would love, if I had $13,000 to put on a clock, an antique clock, I would do it. When I put my hand on that clock that had 1760 on it, my hand, whole arm and hand, I kid y'all not, my hand and my arm vibrated. It vibrated for 30 minutes and it wouldn't stop. The energy that was pulsating in my hands, all up and down my arms, it let me knew that was something that would be a wonderful addition to my home. Okay, but I don't have the space for it. As far as the ceiling, because it was really tall. Most all of them in there were real tall. They were like 1800s and early 1900s. But I am thinking hard about the one that's the 1930s. That one right there, it's just a cheap clock. It doesn't have that. I want the Westminster chime. I want something that has like a ring, something very that spooks me out. So y'all got to realize I'm a person that enjoy thrills and spooks, and so that's something like what I want. Clocks are very mysterious to me. They're very mystical to hear them. This one is doing now. Listen. You hear that? I remember back in the days, once upon a time, you get a mechanical. If you needed a new heart valve, they'd put a mechanical heart valve in your chest until they came up with what they call pigskin valves or cadaver valves. They will put those in your chest, and the mechanical ones, but they stopped using mechanical ones because they were damaging blood cells, and they were also creating blood clots, and people would wind up having strokes and heart attack. I had a cousin that had a mechanical valve, and I remember being slightly afraid of her a little bit because you could hear it ticking in her chest like a watch. It would go just all day. But she was a brave woman to walk around with that in her chest. She really was. But when my dad had to have a valve replacement, they introduced the pigskin valve. So he had a pigskin valve. They're pretty good up until 10 years, and then they have to be replaced as they wear out. So 10 years later, he had to have another one. But eventually, he passed away. He had some work done that caused him to have a heart attack, and his blood wouldn't clot, and he passed away. He was like 81 years old, so he lived a fairly long life and everything. But I just, the work he had done, I didn't necessarily approve of it because he was in his 80s. But when you're in pain, you know what I'm saying, man, you just do anything. You'd be like, I just want some relief, just give me some relief. So I had to wrap my head around it and try to understand, what would I do in a situation like that. I probably would do everything I possibly could do to get some relief. But anyways, this was about the heart valve. So his did not make a ticking noise. But when my mom said he had to have the replacement and we were going back and forth to the hospital, I was really concerned as to would he have that same ticking noise, because that ticking mechanical noise really did something to me. And it still do something to me. Anything that ticks, talks, it's, to me, it's very magical. You know what I'm saying? And it's humbling. But that's not why I'm here. But anyways, you see I have my Mardi Gras balloon and everything here. And my happy birthday balloon. Okay? I have it all here. Here it is. But anyway, so sitting a lot of masquerades. But I've made some drastic changes. And so you haven't seen much of me. Sometimes I'm behind black screen. And the reason why sometimes I'm behind black screen is because I really sometimes wonder who's watching. Who are these people watching? Okay? Who are these people? And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Mama, why you just not questioning it? Because I've gone through a transformation, and I'm going through a transformation right at this very moment where, I'm questioning a lot of things that I did when I was younger. Okay, in my 40s, allowing myself here in front of an audience that I cannot see. I don't know who these people are, so I've retreated to black screen. You'll see some black screen going on as I take myself to a new platform. And guess what? At this point, I am on, and I'm doing like little work on it as far as digital work that will be used in my blogs, which, the public can go out and view it and see it. It's going to take some work. I I'm looking to see whether I'm allowing people to see my background, or should I get a white screen to go behind me, or what I'm going to do so that I can bring better quality videos in on my new platform, which is Patreon. Look down below in the description box or the description area, and you will see my Patreon link. Also, my phone number is there if you need assistance. You understand? I don't go by spellcaster no more. I don't prefer the word spellcaster. Just looking, I just heard something. I don't prefer that. Spellcaster. The great magician. You know, those words, because then people think it's an abracadabra move. And they don't want to invest footwork in it. I'm the problem solver. Sometimes I have to go to a problem solver. You understand? I'm human just like everybody else out there. We're all human. So if you meet a practitioner that says, I never have problems, I'm just here with nothing, no issues or nothing like that, and I'm here to cast a spell for you. Y'all tell me who she is, because I want to meet her so she can just go ahead on and put this big blanket over my stuff, and boom, and when it come out, then I have all of the things that I want, like a yacht, a private plane, or a jet. All these wonderful things. Yes, I would love to have it. Now, I'm not like most witches when they say the only thing they want is just this spirituality and a humble life. And if I could have all of that, hell yeah, I want to, man. You know, without going into debt. I want a private plane, a Cessna. Hello? Okay, I got a car. Car paid for. Okay? My little, what they call crossover. Infinity, it's paid for. Took 5 years. It's done. But now, I want a Cessna. See, I'm here to make you think of greater possibilities. I'm here to bring you your aha moment. And I've been doing it for 10 years, man, and I ain't lying. Sometimes it gets kind of weary. But I ain't trying to abandon nobody unless I get sick or I die or something happens. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to be here all the time, always, okay? I am just a mere mortal. So just like everybody else out there, all of us content creators got our day, the day of judgment that we must face. You thought it was some practitioners out there that will not face that day of judgment. I'm here to tell you that every last one of them will, and I'm one of them. Okay. Look, this little dust particles, and I'm gonna get to those little nanoparticles pretty soon. They're all everywhere, and it's causing problems with our people. Okay, when I said people, I'm talking about people in general here in the United States of America. Okay, look, visit me on Patreon. I'm doing digital work. I'm soon going to be doing videos. If you'd like to go out and patronize Mama, if you appreciate the work she's done in the past, only got 5 Patreons, which really made me stop a moment to analyze how I am allowing people into my space. If you got 5 Patreons and you've been here for 10 years, it makes you wonder, who is watching? Who are these people when the views get up to 15,000 and 20,000? Who are those? Content creators who looking for ideas. Production companies that want ideas. You know, copycats. You know, it's just all types of people. I can't name them all, but those would have been on my mind. So, only the reason why I'm doing a little lengthy video here now on the Spiritual Nima channel, or the Mother Wisdom channel, because I like that better, Mother Wisdom. But I'm still Spiritual Nima. That's me, okay? I'm still her. But I wanted to clean my channel up a little bit, okay? The Mother Wisdom is who I am, and Mother Wisdom Tree is where the Wisdom Witch Tree, the Wisdom Witch channel was. I'm still the tree, because the trees are the ancestors. The trees can tell you stories that no man can even fathom. You understand? You go to your tree, and your tree will let you know. Okay? They been here, being disrespected. As I stay here and look at things made of wood, what a disrespect. Because if I could, my house would be made out of the earth and recycled material. But I would have to do the journey alone, because ain't nobody really willing to take on a true, authentic journey here in America. And I came to a conclusion. I sure did. And I want to talk about this real quick, make this quick and brief, the best I possibly can. But y'all don't forget about me on Patreon. You know, it's very affordable. $1 a month. Yeah, Patreon got it. Well, you can donate $1 a month. Now that's Patreon that automatically adjusts that, okay? Because I'm still trying to look to learn how to do it. Anybody know what Discord is? Discord. It's a new site called Discord. That is connected with Patreon, and I'm going to be doing a lot of exploring. The reason why you don't see me as much is because I'm exploring, I am researching, I am looking for all possibilities. I don't want to leave no stones unturned. You understand? This is the prime of most people's life, in their 50s. By the time you hit 60s, it's all downhill. So I got to grab as much as I can. I don't have time to pussyfoot around, like my uncle say. These are old terms. I don't have time to pussyfoot around. I don't have time to horseplay. That's what they used to say in school. No horse playing. You know, it for me in my life right now, it's about gathering all the information I can. So as I see these, I'm random now. A lot of people might be new coming in. I am spiritually Naima. Okay, the infamous spiritual Naima that will go down in history as being a very controversial black witch. Y'all know I'm just being silly and extra. But I see these nanoparticles just falling. A lot of people don't get down like that. Look that up. And what it does, they put that in the air, especially on these cloudy days. And what it does is it goes in and it genetically alters your genes, your DNA. That's the purpose of it. It's what, I know, especially for you all down south, you see these people with their head hung low, black folk, humble. Only thing make them smile is if you say something about the church. That's what those particles are doing. Also, it's creating disease or dis-ease within inside of your body. You understand? The United States of America, they really have their consumers, not their citizens, okay? Because this is a corporation, ain't no country. They have their consumers under submission, very docile. So as I am here in the South, I see these black folks with their head hung low. They can't get their ish straight. Because, excuse me y'all, because they are hybrids that have undergone some type of reconstruction as far as their genes are concerned. And they can't get out. Like I told you all, most of us here in the United States of America, I don't care what so-called color or race you're from, the majority of us born and bred here are hybrids. And I'm a hybrid. You are a hybrid unless you are from these countries like the Philippines, or you from, Nigeria or Benin or Tanzania or Mozambique. These places like this. Unless you're from these places or these remote villages that are purebred, then you are too a hybrid. What do I mean about a hybrid? A hybrid is something that was created by social engineering. So I am a creation of social engineering. African Americans, if you are an African American, you are created by means of social engineering. And so are you if you are white, if you're Caucasian, or you're created by social engineering. I'm not in this by myself. But There is something called a pineal gland, and if your pineal gland is calcified, it will be difficult for you all to be able to resonate with me at this point, because I don't necessarily see the things the way you see the things, because you may be easier, it may be easier to program you versus me. So I know that a lot of the times when there are people that can't vibe with me and get down with me, it's because they're on different frequencies. That frequency is determined by that pineal gland. Okay? And just because you ain't on the same frequency as I am, it does not necessarily mean that you're good, you're bad, or you good, or I'm bad, or I'm good. It just means that we're on different channels. Hello? That's all it means. There's nothing wrong with being on different channels. The issue is when we've gotten to a point we start labeling people derogatory names because we can't identify with them. And I'm not going to label anybody. Any kind of derogatory names, go out to make a campaign and put your name on blast. Look at this channel. This is so-and-so channel. Look at them, what they do. That's when it becomes an issue, because we all are supposed to be on for a variety of channels. Nobody's supposed to be on the same frequency. That's what makes this a very diverse, beautiful place. It's when we taunt and pick at people who are not like ourselves. And I admit that I am eccentric. And I love it. Somebody say you're organically weird. Thank you. I see those as compliment. It means that I am not easily programmed. You can't program me to do this, to do that. But some people are easily programmed. It's very easy for them to go and do the status quo. They don't go against the grains. They're good soldiers. You understand? And these are the people that they plan on holding here and keeping here for a while. Matter of fact, they plan on engineering more people like them. Very easy to control. That's what they want. People that will work for the government. That's all they want. We're going to a place like that. And this might go into two videos and stuff, because this is something I really want to talk about. These are some things. These are some things that have made me go to black screen. These dreadlocks are like, you literally can't hear when they're on your ears, because this is like protection. Then when I said protection, it protects you from the cold. It protects you. They're waterproof. When it rains, it takes a lot for rain to get to my scalp. You know, but anyways, and I'm going to get to dreadlocks. I got a full video to do about dreadlocks on the spiritual realm of things for you all in a little bit. But some of this will be on Patreon, y'all, because I don't really necessarily want to just be out here like this. Because some of the things that I have been seeing and things I've been undergoing, I have been undergoing the transformation of 9. And it has really changed my whole world. And sometimes I say to myself, you know, I look at these people who have died trying to help humanity, and nothing really changed, because technology is winning. They can program you to do whatever they want, and you gonna do it. They programming people to go out and commit suicide. They do it. To commit crimes, you know, and they do it. I'm just watching these nanoparticles. Everybody can't see them. I can see on a supernatural level things that other people can't necessarily see. And when I do Patreon, I'm going to talk to you all about that, because see, they falling all on my nose. I'm going to talk to y'all. See, y'all are not going to see it because you might not see what I see. I'm going to do it on Patreon, talk about it, because there's some people who can see that and they don't know what's going on. So I want to shed some light on it and everything. More or less, those people who will be coming to my Patreon will be sort of like coming under my teachings, so to speak. These are the people I will be allowing in to how I see spirits and what they look like and how to identify them, and you know what I'm saying. You'll see. So I can't go into depth about that now, but look. So some changes are coming up, y'all. And I've been looking at a lot of videos and been doing my travelings have started back, and Speaking of traveling, I'm going to get a little bit graphic and everything. It makes it kind of difficult to talk about these things because who are these people watching? Put it in the comment section. Who y'all think all of these people are watching? You see what I'm saying? And make sure you resubscribe if you haven't, because YouTube is also unsubscribing people from YouTube channels, especially those that are very controversial. They are intentionally doing it. Talk to me about net neutrality. What went on with that too while you at it? Okay, in the comment section if you don't mind, if you're not afraid, if you're not scared. So y'all, that moon. Somebody talk to me about the moon. You know who you are. Hey, Miss T. You was talking to me about this moon because I had my gift came on. Okay, I've had a gift back to back. I had one in January, had another one in February. February was the biggest surprise ever. You know, that was a big surprise from Big Mama. I'm like, okay, Big Mama, what are you trying to tell me? I had a big surprise, okay? And for a lot of people, you might not know what that is, but look it up when we have a monthly gift. I had a monthly gift, and it was extremely heavy during that, what they call, y'all call it, it was a blue moon, a very different moon, and it was drawing on me. I mean, I literally felt the most intense cramps, and it was one of the heaviest ever. Now y'all might say, well, Mama, you're going through the change. And then some people have, I've talked to 5 people who had that same situation, and they're young people. They're young people. That moon was really drawing on me. A lot of people had periods. A lot of women had periods that were just different. This moon, this strange moon. And I think the moon was like right around the 4th of February 2018. You see that? I think it was right around that time. And that right there was a hallmark, okay? Because I'm like, what is this? And then to hear other folks saying, hey, look, other women say, hey, it did me the same way. Even my brother-in-law's girlfriend had one of the worst. We were going through it at the same time. Even my youngest daughter was having one when I was having one. We was having them at the same time. I'm like, what's going on? It's just about every woman getting a gift at the same time. Because moons do regulate our cycles. People don't realize that. They regulate your cycles. Without a moon, women will turn to men. We need the moon. The moon controls the ocean tides, and it controls your gift. That's why they say the moon is the mother. Anyway, that's not what this video is about, but so I went to some places. One place, I got to tell y'all about that on Patreon. Well, I can be graphic. I can't be graphic here. There's too many people watching, you know. I'm not saying a lot of people going to watch this video. I'm just saying there's a lot of people been watching the channel. Look at some of the views. Some of them 10 and 15,000 on a video, which might not be a lot compared to most people, but it's a lot for me, you know. So, you know, some people may just get 50 views, and that may be a lot for their channel. You know, I respect that in all honesty. 50, that's a lot for a lot of people, you know, because some people have one view for a whole entire year. Okay, so I've been watching videos. I've been seeing things in the spirit as to how they're getting ready to, y'all know I got to talk about this. Y'all call them conspiracies. I call them prophecies. I was looking at, dang man, we're going to go into part 2. I hate that. I was seeing, and go to Patreon, look down below, go to Patreon, okay? If you need assistance, 205-265-0391. Don't forget all of these things. And I have to start putting my other links here because I've kind of strayed off as I researched. We're going into part 2. Look, y'all. They going to flood out, burn up most of all of the homes they possibly can in California. California is just an experiment. And they are using that as a template to decide what they're going to do in the future with the rest of us. Because what they want to do, not only to cut the population down with all of these different microbes that they're creating, because they finna get ready to throw the bombshell on you, Atlanta, watch out. It's coming. They packing all y'all up in there in the bubonic plague. I say that bubonic plague, but I ain't no telling what kind of plague it is. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. I see it. Callie, you in a whole lot of trouble. I got to throw Alabama and Mississippi in there too. You got too many nuclear plants. You got too many. Look, check this out. Pennsylvania. I'm looking at you. Keep your eyes open, Philadelphia. Okay? Don't blink. Okay? I've been seeing different little things. The retreat will be off to Vermont. Them places up there, Wyoming and all of that. That's what everybody gonna want to run. You ain't gonna be able to go there. You ain't know where to hide. These are events that are coming. I ain't saying they're gonna happen in our lifetime, but I see it already. I see it. Look, California. You better do something. They plan on burning up your houses and flooding them out. Earthquaking you. Because that's going to be the new governmental oasis where everybody will live in apartments. Nobody will own land. All land will be owned by the corporation, which is called the government. Yes, yes, yes. No more I got this 1, 2, 3 acres. They coming here too. We ain't got nothing to celebrate. They're going to regulate the rain. It will rain just so much to keep some things green. They will terraform the land and destroy most of all your wildlife. They don't want no wildlife in these areas. They're going to have some designated areas for wildlife. Yeah, and they're parks and stuff that you can go out and venture to and think about the olden days when you used to live amongst trees and all kinds of wildlife and rivers and streams. Yeah, you could go and pay to go in those places. But the new world, you're going to be living in concrete metropolises. Yeah, that's what they finna do to us. It's coming. A lot of us ain't going to even be here no more. So you may as well, while you're around here letting them program your ass and feeling like being obedient is where it's all supposed to be. You need to check yourself. You understand? Because it's going to be your demise. Because you programming your children. Even though we might not see these changes, live to see these changes, you're going to reincarnate to it. Because you are your offspring. You your ancestors too. Did you not know that? Hello?